Hey guys, today on the channel we're going to be trying to tint the rear windows on our 66 Mustang, so stick around if you'd like to see how I did it. Alright guys, so this is the stuff that I picked up to tint the windows with in the back of the Mustang. I just got it from my local O'Reilly's auto store. It's a Gia heat shield window tint. We'll see how well it works. Not really sure if it'll work that great. It says it's a 5% visible light transmission, and it blocks about 55% of the heat out of the car. So we'll see how it works. And then I also got this little window tint application kit. Comes with like a little knife, application solution, and looks like an applicator in here as well. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll see how this works, and I'll let you guys know. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clean off the back glass right here. Now that we have our back window clean, we're going to be spraying down the back window with our application solution, and we're going to be rolling out our window tint. Now that we have our film laid out, what we're going to do is we're going to squeegee out what we can and kind of smooth it out as best we can a little bit here. And then we're going to take our razor blade and we're going to start trimming it. Now, when using a razor blade to trim the tint to the size of the back window, you want to be careful. You don't want to have it up at a high angle. You want to try and keep it as flat as possible to avoid scoring your glass. All right, now the next step in this is before we can go on ahead and start shrinking the film down, we once again just want to try and make sure we get the smoothed out as best we can before we go to the next step. All right, with this smoothed out as best we can get it, now it's time to take the heat gun and we're going to go around and we're going to shrink down the tint to shape the window a little bit better, as well as get rid of what they call the fingers, which are the vertical grooves or lines, I guess, that you can see in the tint right here. So what we're doing is we're just lightly heating it a little bit and just ever so slightly just kind of scraping it down, smoothing it out. You want to watch your heat in this part right here. This is where I've been having the most trouble with this. This is about the third time that I've tried this. Just you want to move it around really quickly. You don't want to focus on one spot too much, or you can melt it right here. So just try and watch your heat and move it around as best you can. Another thing that I've been having some issues with on my other attempts to tint this back window right here is the corners. Before I was kind of working from the middle out to the corner. On this one, I'm working from the corner in. I tried to smooth out my corners as best I could before I started heating this to shrink it down a little bit. And I'd say that this helped me on this one the most right here, because my other ones, the corners were getting too hot and they were peeling up and they were shrinking down too much right here. So on this one, I avoided the corners as much as I could. I put very little heat on there, and I tried to move all the fingers and the wrinkles from the corners over to the middle area, just because the middle is going to be a little bit easier to shrink down and to work with. All right, now that we've got the back tint shrunk down to the back window, what I'm doing is I have my light inside of the car shining up out through the back so I can see the perimeter a little bit better, and I'm just doing a final trim before we go to try and install the film. Alright guys, so when we tint the side windows, we're going to want to clean it off first and make sure everything is clean, and then we can start tinting from the outside and then move to the inside. Now, the other side is going to be exactly the same, tinting the other quarter window as this one. Unfortunately, my camera did run out of batteries at the time, so I was not able to capture that one, but it's going to be exactly the same process for the other quarter window. Alright guys, so there is the window tint on the 66 Mustang. Overall I'm pretty happy how it turned out. There is some flaws in it here and there. I definitely will say it is more of an art form than anything, tinting the windows on any car. But I'm pretty happy with the results. Alright guys, so that is all there is to tinting the back windows on your 66 Mustang. Overall, I really enjoyed the process with it. It is definitely more of an art form than anything, tinting the windows on a car. It took me about 3 tries to get it to where it's at right now, and it's still not perfect. Down the road I'll probably redo it a little bit later on, or maybe I'll just have it done. But it was fun, learning how to try and do it and testing it out on my car. It was pretty neat. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps out, and we'll see you in the next project. Thank you.